Alerts just don't build confidence when it comes to trading. If you're trying to use alert services, whether that's Facebook, Discord, maybe even newsletters, maybe on different websites, they just don't work in the sense of building confidence and getting you to the next level and stages in your learning. And there's a lot of factors behind it. We're going to cover that in this video. If you're brand new here, I'm Sasha, the options coach. Been teaching people to trade options for over the last 10 or so years, and done a lot of different classes out there. So you can check out our website if you're interested. We've got a big lineup in classes, and we've covered a lot of great things. In either case, getting into alerts, a lot of this has to do with the mindset and the psychology aspect of trading. And a lot of people, they go in and focus a lot on strategies, like strategy. But a lot of cases, success comes from actually not just the strategy. Once you understand the strategy, it comes from the mindset. Also, you got to understand the money management aspect of it. But the mindset is pretty important. It's one of those things that people overlook. And you need to have a good, clear mind, operating in a good flow within your higher self, being a neutral, in order to really make trading work. If you're operating in euphoria, if you're building confidence from other sources, that confidence can be diminished very quickly. In trading alert services or trading alerts, that's what they do. Even strategy ideas sometimes can do that for you. Because when it comes to all of these alert services or alerts, they remove decision making, create uncertainty, and really they promise clarity. So if things work out, sometimes with alert services, what happens is like, okay, I've hit a couple trades and I've been pretty successful, and over the last few months it's been working. But then what happens is you start hitting one, then another, maybe you create some of these losses. And these losses start piling up. And once these losses start hitting you, they're starting to impact you. There's a thing called a boundary. So in psychology, as I've studied some of these things in the past, what happens is that when we go in, and let's say this is you, okay, so in psychology, we try to kind of draw things out visually to understand it. What happens is it starts hitting you as you start hitting losses. It starts penetrating this zone and area. And this area starts becoming a little bit of weakness and a weaker area. And this is why it doesn't build confidence, is that as those things hit time and time again, when you start looking at that, is periodically with alerts that winning is temporary relief, but losing, it creates this doubt and it creates this confusion. And that's the problem, is it starts creating and opening this doorway or hole into you. And that way, as the next alert comes in, you're like, why do I do this? Or should I put this on again? So you start kind of talking yourself out of it. You start playing mental games inside your head, talking to yourself, right? Your inner dialogue starts to go, and that starts to weaken this border or boundary that you naturally have or should have, that's very solid and strong. But it starts hitting you. And trauma does the same thing. Like, let's say you have a big major loss. What trauma really does is it creates a bigger hole. Whereas when you look at just a problem, let's say, with your border or boundary, it starts creating like these little holes and pockets. Okay. But what trauma does is like, bam, it opens it up and just hits you directly with your border and boundary. And that's why sometimes losses, they're so emotional, and recovery and this and that. And, it takes a great deal of time. Anyways, when we go back in looking at these alerts and looking at the confidence side of it, is that knowing why or what purpose a trade serves in your portfolio is pretty important. And unfortunately, if you have an alert that comes in, say, hey, you've got to go in and do a vertical spread on this, or you have to sell iron condors, or we like Microsoft right now for a butterfly spread. When you start looking at all of these things, it doesn't tell you why you're doing it. And in humans, we normally need to know why in that regard. As you get deeper and deeper into trading, necessarily you won't look for a reason of like why, such as Microsoft is building this structure, right? So it's not necessarily because of a reason that's fundamental, okay? It might be more of a reason of, well, the risk to reward is very favorable, or that I'm risking $50 to make $200 on, let's say, a butterfly spread or something like that. So your reasoning actually might be not necessarily news driven or fundamentally driven, or that they have new software packages coming out or a new pricing plan or something like that. That's not the why I'm talking about. I'm talking about, like, why are you putting on the trade in terms of your either risk reward structure, or how does it fit in your portfolio, or I'm doing it to defend my more speculative plays. So that is the reason that you might start getting into it. And when you have an alert thing that comes in, it's like, oh, that trade looks good. Oh, yeah. And that all sounds nice. But the problem is it may not be a good fit. In the same way, relationships back in high school may not be a good fit for you, because now you're dating somebody else or you married somebody else. But that person that you dated way back in high school, hey, they might have married somebody else. It's just not a good fit at that time. And it's fine. It's okay. But you learn things. So anyways, the point behind this is that when you start looking at this, all of these decisions and things like that, you have to come up with it from your own mindset. That's really what will build confidence. Because if not, what's going to end up happening is that these decisions, the plan, the risk tolerance, it's not yours. It's not yours, and you're going to start doubting it. Your doubts will creep in. It's going to hit your boundaries and your walls, and it won't build that confidence. Because if it's yours, you can do it, and you know why you chose it. You know the reasoning behind it in your portfolio. You know the reasoning behind you took a certain trade, and then you can just replicate it. You see, hey, there's the same setup, or there's the same type of thing again, and I'm going to go out and handle that that way. For example, hey, you could say, oh, there's Brussels sprouts. I don't like Brussels sprouts, so I'm not going to touch it. Or, hey, there's fried Brussels sprouts. I'll like those, then I'll touch those. So again, same principle applies whether you're eating food or putting on a trade, because when you see the same setup and you see something similar, hey, I'm going to go ahead and attack that burrito or burger. But maybe you say, oh, well, it's a meaty burger. I'm more of a vegetarian. I don't want to attack it. So that's where, you start seeing different things and opportunities of what you're going to attack in trading. Anyways, one of the big things as a final note is alerts. They go ahead and create dependency, not skill. Dependency, it just forces you to rely on somebody else. It forces you to say, well, I don't know how to make money, right? So let's talk about like a relationship and a spouse, or you've got like these different relationships that people have. Well, if you have a dependent relationship between two individuals, well, all of a sudden there's less confidence in somebody else if they are dependent on another person. Like, let's say on a financial side, it's thinking back in, let's say, medieval times or back in the day. Well, if one person's dependent on the other, well, now what you've got is, less confidence in that one person, and they have to kind of follow along, and one person's more controlled. This is how, control operates. And those factors start to, you lack confidence, because now if you break through from this relationship, how can I do it on my own? I can't do it on my own. I need that person. And this is what an alert does. An alert, they don't build your confidence, because you need that other person, or you need that service, right? So you need that service to tell you which stocks to trade. You need that service, whether it's, let's say, a Discord alert service or a chatting service. You need that social context to tell you, hey, this is the right trade. Yes, you're doing great. That's the way to go. And that becomes very dangerous, because the minute that's gone, you now expose yourself in the sense that, hey, you're going to lack confidence, because you don't have that reassurance. You don't have, you're not able to stand on your own. You're dependent on it. And that dependency means you're going to constantly need it. You're not building your own confidence. You're getting that confidence somewhere else, which is a temporary relief, right? It's like a sugar high for the kids, pixie sticks, that kind of thing. And that's what happens with these alert services as well, whether it's an alert service, whether it's a social thing that you're doing online, whether it's chatting on YouTube in the comments section, seeing what people suggest and recommend, All of these things kind of play a role. So yes, we're mentioning alert services or alerts, but it can also be applied to strategy hunting, because when people hunt for strategies, it's like, oh, yeah, I like butterflies that are broken wing. So we do our butterflies more like this. Or I like verticals at a 30 DTE. Or I do 0-day iron condors. Or I do 0-day selling premium on the put side. So all of these things, just in the same way as an alert service, strategy hopping or looking for the right strategy, it's the same thing. You're looking for validation in order to see what is the thing to do, because you need that confidence boost. You're dependent on other people to show you the right strategy to do. Or it's like, oh, okay, well, I do it at a 20 delta, or I do it at a 40 delta. Okay, oh, which one do I do? Oh, okay, this time we're going to take a vertical spread at a 15 delta. And all of these things change all the time. And unfortunately, then you don't get confidence built for yourself. And this is where things start to fall apart. It becomes dangerous. You become less successful when it comes to trading. Things just don't work out. And, the mindset of it just doesn't work for you, right? In the same way, whether it's relationships from high school that just maybe don't work for you. Some people, hey, it worked out the first time and that's great and that's fine. Other people, it takes many cycles. Same thing in restaurants. Hey, some people want that burger and you're like, no way, I'm a salad person. Totally okay, but it's not the right fit. And that's the thing, is that you already know, because you've had that burger before, you already know, hey, I don't want the burger at this place. I like burgers at this other place. Or I want the salad. And here's the same thing in trading. You want to go ahead and look at what works for you, and you want to discover that. And that way you have confidence in that. That way you can say, hey, I like these types of trades. I like butterfly type trades, or I like iron condor trades. I like them 40 days out. I like them at a 10 delta or a 7 delta or a 14 delta. You find your sweet spots. I do 4 contracts. I do 15 contracts. You find your flow, and that allows you to build more confidence, because you can say, well, the 50 delta worked okay, but I really prefer the 40 delta. It fits a little bit more of my personality. Or the 10 delta worked okay, but I like going maybe to a 6 delta. So everybody's a little different, and it's important for you to find your own recipe for what makes sense for you. So hope this gives you a little insight as far as talking about confidence in trading, because with alerts, whether it's social discussions, Discord, Facebook, I mean, you name it, TikTok, Instagram, all these different trading things, YouTube, the comments section, social media, it will not boost your long-term confidence. It'll give you that temporary relief. You'll get a little bit of a temporary high. Sometimes it works, but as I mentioned, it's going to create that dependency. And with those alerts, here, winning, it's temporary relief, but losing, it's going to create those doubts, confusion, and you're going to always need it with that dependency concept. So be careful. Watch yourself, grow yourself, learn how to fish, not just buy the fish, right? Learn how to catch the fish, and then you'll be way better off. All right. Thanks for joining me. Truly appreciate it. Maybe I'll see you in one of my next future classes, videos, or even do a one-on-one session with you in the future. All right. Thanks for joining me. Check out the website. If you have more questions, you can reach out to me there on optionsblackbelt.com. All right. I'll see you next time.